What's going on, everyone? It's Brandon Turner. I want to explain to you 5 basic rules for getting started investing in real estate. Here we go. What's going on, everyone? My name is Brandon Turner, host of the BiggerPockets podcast, author of a bunch of real estate books, and today I actually want to go through 5 tips for getting started investing in real estate. Kind of 5 things that every new real estate investor needs to know. And hey, as I'm going through these, if you enjoy this, make sure you click that thumbs up button below the video and subscribe to our channel here. All right, so let's get into this thing. Number 1, get crystal clear on what it is you want. See, a lot of people say they want to get into real estate, but then they're like, should I buy single family or multifamily? Maybe I should flip houses. I think I'll do wholesaling. Oh, you know, apartments look fun. And they jump from thing to thing to thing to thing, and they never have clarity, that crystal clear opinion on what it is they want. Because maybe it's like, they want to do everything or they're just not sure. But I would encourage you to get crystal clear on what it is you want. And honestly, it doesn't even matter that much. You'll change over your career. But if you sit there going, oh, this sounds fun, that sounds fun, forever, you're never going to do anything. It's more important that you choose than what you choose. Does that make sense? That's pretty good, right? You could tweet that. All right, number 2. Learn the basics of creative finance. Look, I don't care if you have $1 million in the bank or $6 in the bank. Doesn't matter. Learn how creative finance works. In other words, how do people put together big real estate deals or small real estate deals using other people's money? Because chances are you don't have all cash to buy property. So learn, how does a loan work? Like, how would you get a loan from a bank? What do you need to qualify for that? And you might be saying, well, I don't know. That's why I'm watching this video. Go to the bank and ask them, right? I know, like, pull out your phone and call somebody. Get those questions answered. Then how would you maybe, if you don't have any money, if you don't have a down payment, does that mean you can't invest? Of course not. Once you learn that there's a lot of avenues for creative real estate, you'll figure out other avenues. For example, early on in my career, I used to partner with people often. In fact, I still do partner with people today, just in a little different way. But I learned that if you bring in other people to fund your deals, they can fund it and you can do all the work. So at the end of the day, you really need to have 3 things. Number 1, you need to have knowledge of what you're doing. That comes from experience, from reading books, from working with other people, but you gotta have knowledge. Number 2, you gotta have the hustle. Somebody has to go out there and do the work needed to find those deals. Real estate's not super easy. Now, I'm not saying it's the hardest thing in the world, but you gotta put some time, some effort, some searching into finding deals and putting together things. So there's knowledge and then there's hustle. And the third thing is money. You gotta have money involved. There's very few 0 down loans. Like, that just means you got to hustle to figure out the money side. But here's the cool thing. These 3 things, the hustle, the money, and the knowledge, you don't need to have all of them. In fact, you can just come with 1 or 2 of them and bring in other people with the other parts. So maybe you have the hustle, you have the knowledge, you can bring somebody else with the money. They can bring the down payment, you get the deal done. And that's not the only way. There's seller financing, there's lease options, there's wholesaling to make cash so you can then put that down on properties. You could flip houses and take that money and put it into things. There's a lot of creative ways to get into real estate. Hard money, private money, lease options. Did I say that? Anyway, there's a lot of ways you can get involved with real estate, but you got to understand the basics of creative finance. Step number 3, become a master at analyzing deals. I always like to say, I do this webinar every single week on BiggerPockets, and you should come, it's biggerpockets.com/webinar. But anyway, every week on this live webinar, I tell people the number 1 most important skill a real estate investor can have is deal analysis. Here's why. Because once you know how to analyze a deal to find out exactly how much you should pay for it, you can find good deals. You just analyze a whole bunch and eventually you find pretty decent ones that work out, you make some offers, and you will get deals. And once you have deals, you can find the financing for it. But it all comes down to being able to identify what a good deal is, and the way we do that is through deal analysis. Now, that scares a lot of people, and so I talk a lot about it. Again, every week on these webinars, I do real life deal analysis plural, and live with people, showing them how I run the numbers on deal. How do you determine cash on cash return? How do you figure out what the average return is per year if you hold it for 5 years? What's the cash flow look like? What's your appreciation gonna look like? You gotta understand these things, but the good thing is it's not that difficult and it can be learned. In fact, I did a video here on YouTube called how to analyze deals using the 4 square method. That's a great way to get started. If you want more software, we have software at BiggerPockets that can help you with that as well. Really, learn how to analyze deals and become a master at it. Number 4, seek to build a deal pipeline rather than finding a deal. Now I said like being able to analyze the deal is super important because it helps you find deals, but what's more important than finding deals is building a machine that delivers deals. Like for example, let me tell you two stories. One, let's say you were out there, you were looking for breakfast, right? You're looking for breakfast and you decide you want scrambled eggs for breakfast. So you go down to the store and you pay them $3 and you get yourself 3 eggs. And they're like these big eggs. You go home and you make breakfast and you eat your eggs. But then the next morning you're hungry again. You want more breakfast. Now you gotta go back to the store, go buy more eggs, come back home, and that's fine. That's what most people do eggs. But when it comes to deals, it's a lot of work to go out there and find that deal brand new every time. Especially, imagine this, every time you bought an egg from the grocery store, that grocery store never again sold that egg. And so now you gotta go to other grocery stores. And pretty soon, like, you're just always searching for grocery stores to buy eggs. But what if instead you bought a chicken? Right? What if you bought chickens who delivered consistent eggs? That's what I'm talking about when I say deal pipeline. You got to get a system where leads just come in automatically. Here's one tangible example. You find a real estate agent to set you up with automatic email alerts for properties that are coming on the market in your market. So you get an email whenever, boom, a new duplex hits, boom, you get an email. Or maybe you want an apartment complex, every new apartment, boom, you get notified. That's a deal pipeline, it runs. You could also do things like direct mail marketing, driving for dollars. You could do Craigslist ads. There's a lot of ways you can find deals, but focus on building a machine, a deal pipeline, rather than looking for that one yummy egg. And tip number 5, work on your business with persistence every single day. I love this phrase, consistent daily action, because that's really what it takes to achieve success in pretty much anything. Like, if you wanted to lose weight, you're not gonna go to the gym one time or even once a month. You're gonna go regularly, like every day, maybe every other day, right? You're not gonna eat healthy some days and eat healthy not other days. You're going to be consistent and do it every day. And so work on your business every single day. The cool thing about real estate is it doesn't take 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day. Like you could literally build an entire real estate portfolio working 15, 20 minutes a day if you're consistent with it. But the problem is people are never consistent. They just do little bits here and there. So set aside time every single solitary day to do something that we talked about today. Maybe here's a simple goal for you. Analyze one real estate deal every single day. I mean, think about it. If you did that every day, you analyze a deal, and I spend less than 5 minutes analyzing deals. So if you spend 5 minutes analyzing a deal once a day, after a few months, like you're potentially getting hundreds of deals. Like over the course of a year, you're getting 300 some deals analyzed, right? Do you think out of those 300 some deals, maybe some were close enough you could make an offer and maybe some of those got accepted? Yeah, because it's all just a funnel at the end of the day. But the only way that funnel works is when you're consistent and you're doing it every single day. Now, if you like this video and you want more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to our channel and click that thumbs up button below the video to let people know. And come over to BiggerPockets, come hang out with us. We have a podcast, we've got a blog, we got a forum. It's the world's largest real estate investing website. So there's pretty much something for everybody. I'd love to see you there. Again, my name is Brandon Turner. You can find me on @BeardyBrandon on Instagram. You can follow BiggerPockets @BiggerPockets everywhere. And that's all I got for you. So for BiggerPockets.com, my name is Brandon Turner, signing off.